What's up, guys? Once again, it is MP4Podcast.com, bringing you guys some of the most interesting video game news that you guys really do need to know about. Now, it's being reported, this is a rumor, link will be in the description box just in case you guys want to read the article for yourself, that on the Xbox One, Watch Dogs will be at 720p, and the PlayStation 4 version will be at 1080p. Now, this doesn't look good for the Xbox One. We've been through this before with the lower resolution of Watch Dogs. But there is something else that I really do want to talk about, besides the resolution, besides the frame rates, and so on. You know, when I buy Assassin's Creed, I buy that on PlayStation. And the main reason because of that is because the PlayStation versions of Assassin's Creed come with extra content. Meanwhile, if you buy another version, if you buy the PC version, if you buy the Xbox version, if you buy the Wii U version, you didn't get that content in Black Flag. You only got that content with the PlayStation version. And this is something that I'm really getting sick of, and it's the same with Call of Duty maps being released on Xbox first, and then if you get the PlayStation version, you have to wait a month. I'm really getting sick of all these little marketing things where, they're trying to entice you to buy this or pre-order this and so on. So many games that if you don't get the pre-orders, you don't get certain characters in a game or certain skins. I think a game should just come with everything that's supposed to come with. As somebody who's a fan of Saints Row, I have Saints Row 2. I would like to have the flying saucer from Saints Row, but unfortunately, I did not order Saints Row 2 when it was coming out, and I never got the flying saucer. So that extra content that's in the PlayStation 4 version should be in all the versions. It should be in the PC version. It should be in the Xbox 360 version, the Xbox One version, the Wii U version, PC, the Mac version, the Linux version. It doesn't make any difference. These video game companies have to stop with this insane marketing stuff where, something over here has this, something over here has that. It's just becoming ridiculous. Now, I will say this. Back in the day, I used to like when they used to have these types of different things. And let me explain, back in the good old 16-bit days, a lot of times in the 16-bit days, they would actually have a game that would come up, like Shadowrun, and you would have a different RPG on the Super Nintendo and a different version on the Sega Genesis. Two completely different games. It was actually kind of a cool thing. I think they actually did that with Star Trek. Actually, the Justice League fighting games, they were different on the Super Nintendo and then the Sega Genesis. The Ninja Turtle games, the fighting games, different between the two consoles. But now what we're getting is, especially with last generation, this new generation that we're just about into the second or third month, is something over here, you guys don't have this, you can still buy the game, but you can't have that. It's just becoming ridiculous. PlayStation users should get the Call of Duty maps on the same day that the Xbox guys get. And that extra content that's in, Assassin's Creed games and the Watch Dogs games, the Xbox version should have that. This type of marketing should be ridiculous. A lot of times what they're trying to do is get you to get these pre-orders now, where, to get these extra characters or whatever, or skins, so you get the pre-order because you want this extra junk, and then the game sucks. That was actually a huge problem with the last Aliens game that came out, which was horrible. People were pre-ordering it on Steam just to get extra crap for it, and then the game was crap. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, when I buy Watch Dogs, I'm going to get the PlayStation 4 version. I want that extra content. Now, some people will make the argument also that extra content isn't really that great. I do know somebody who has played Assassin's Creed 3 on the 360 and PS3, and he said the extra side mission really isn't part of the main story, but it's just nice to have. I mean, why can't that extra mission be on the other consoles? And it's simple. Sony's paying Ubisoft to have extra missions, and it's the same with Xbox. With Xbox, paying Activision to get the maps early, a month early, so the Xbox, seems like a better console. than the PlayStation. This has to stop. I'm getting sick of it. I don't think it's going to stop, but it is getting ridiculous, you know. I'm also really getting sick. Like you guys know, I like Injustice. It's a fun game. I use it a lot to get gameplay footage for my channel and so on, where these guys brought out this game and then 6 months later they re-release it with all the DLC at the same price. I mean, you know, I bought all the DLC for the regular version. I feel that all that DLC should have just been in the game. That's it. I shouldn't have to spend all this extra money getting the DLC. And when I bought the DLC about maybe a week or two later, I was like, oh, there's a new version coming out that has all the DLC. You know, they're starting to penny pinch you now, these developers and so on. It's just getting out of hand. I like the good old days of Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis when things were really simple. And I wish that maybe I can go in a time machine and just go back in the good old days of 16-bit gaming. And like I said, I kind of did like when games would come out on both consoles, like the same title, but they would actually be different games. And sometimes that would actually happen like games like a Jurassic Park, the one on Sega was developed by Sega, and then the Super Nintendo version was made by Ocean. They did that with the Batman games, the Aladdin games, and sometimes you've got two great different games on Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. But Shadowrun, that game was made by the same company, and they actually made two different versions. And I believe that was also with RoboCop versus Terminator. I know I'm going a little bit off topic and so on, but you know, like I said, Watch Dogs, I'm getting the PlayStation 4 version when it comes out. And I wish that everybody else could have the extra content as well. So once again, guys, this has been MP4podcast.com signing out. You guys have yourself a great day. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a like, as it does help out the video a lot. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below about all these little deals, you know, the side deals. You know, this gets this, that gets this, there's a release date for this, you pre-order this, you get that. It's just becoming a little crazy. So once again, guys, I'm signing out. You guys have yourself a good one. Later, guys. Bye.